Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. In my pocket, I have, excuse me, in my pocket, I have a hamster, obviously. Now, she's a silly little goose, and she's kind of scared. It's been a while since I've had little Saber here out, and so she's a little freaked out by touch, and she jumps now because she hasn't been touched for a while. She's been over against the wall, and I've had just little Gojira and the others, but I still have good little Cream. She does not have any fleas on her at all that I can see. The rosemary, because I gave her dried rosemary and sprigs of rosemary in her cage and all the other cages too, so she is good to go. But I'm going to put her back into her house. I woke her up so that she could come out. So back into her nest. There you go, little one. Now I'll cover you up. Well, put the lid back. Yay! Hamsters are awesome, and she's a good hamster, and I'm not sure where I am with my centering. Hopefully I'm centered, hopefully, but I seem to like push everything off to one side. I don't know why, but thumbs up. Excuse me. So over again the wall, I've got little Janus / Thigmo, little Dr. Snurf / not Cream, Cookie. This is, of course, Saber / Cream. And down there is, of course, Gojira / Mellow. So definitely a thumbs up. I've got hamsters, not everywhere in my room, but I got 4 hamsters now. Not 4. I've got 4 hamsters, and so it's a good thing. That's better than having 22. Definitely a thumbs up. One thing I've been thinking about a lot, and I wanted to talk about this. I've made this into my own character, even though it isn't.
Daddy, it's a man with a light bulb head.
Avert your eyes from his gaze, Junior, and we may yet be safe.
But Daddy, it's you.
And I wish I could write this comic book, but you know, they've really leaned into multiverses and alternate characters in comic books. And now in Marvel, they've got one character that's called Spider-Man. In an alternate universe somewhere, Peter Parker died and his body and personality was like devoured by a hive colony of spiders. And now the hive colony of spiders call themselves Spider-Man because they're Peter Parker. And so he's just a mass of spiders, and really kind of creepy in that he's always talking about, oh, and if we get these bad guys, can we eat them? I'm asking for a friend. Or just going, gosh, you know, I can understand why the bad guys like eating people. I mean, boy, look at everyone around us. They look so delicious. Especially that kid over there. Just like veal. So, you know this character has been eating people. So, thumbs up for that. But in my little headcanon universe on that one, and I'm going to talk about this one for a while because I've had conversations, and not conversations, but I've been figuring out the whole thing on this because in my little headcanon part of this thing, Peter Parker, before he becomes this, you know, who he is, he's just a guy right now with potential. But in this place where they're irradiating this hive colony of spiders with this weird radiation and such, trying to get it to develop. Well, it's evolving for survival, but it's not developing into anything past that. Just a hive colony of spiders that's getting more evolved because of this radiation. And this is what happens in the actual book too. And then, but for my headcanon part, it's when he gets knocked in, he's murdered, he's pushed into the cage, into the mass of spiders. And so he's being irradiated with the weird radiation. He's being bitten by these massively evolved spiders. And it only takes 60 seconds for your blood to circulate through your entire body. So all Peter Parker would have to do was live longer than 60 seconds and his entire body would be flooded with this irradiated poison from the spiders. So he's being irradiated by the radiation, he's being flooded with the poison from the spiders, and it's the bite of the radioactive spider that made him Spider-Man. Remember, it activated the potential within him. So he's becoming Spider-Man even as he's being eaten. And so the spiders of the hive colony eat him. And to his point of view, he doesn't die. He has an almost clear transfer of consciousness from his body to I'm this. And he remembers everything up to the point of death, and then now he's flowed into this, and so he sees himself as Peter Parker. But he's not. And so we're really into the headcanon part. And so there would be a point where he's attacked by a villain. There's a slash and a cut. The spiders come out, which freaks everyone badly out. And then the person who does that is actually killed and eaten by the spiders. This is what prompts Peter Parker to pow! And there's a point where he just vanishes because he's off somewhere deep in his own head. And this is the part that I wish someone could do. I wish I could write it. I wish I had an author. I wish I had the rights. But it's Peter Parker and the colony hive mind talking to each other in the depths of the mind. And Peter Parker is represented by the mass of spiders, and the colony hive mind is represented by the unbroken view of Peter Parker. And it's just the colony hive mind telling this person, I understand that you're frightened, but you're just a portion of my mind. It's not you and me. It's not, we're separate. We are us. We are I. You'll never be gone. Peter Parker provided the mold into which the potential of the colony hive mind was poured. To get rid of Peter Parker, you would have to sandblast the set colony hive mind, and to get rid of, just blast off all the features of Peter Parker, and when you were done, there'd be no more hive mind left. They're one and the same now, without being one and the same, because Peter Parker died. And his mind, his body, his spirit, call it what you will, provided the mold into which the potential of the colony hive mind was poured, and then it's set. And when it's set and Peter Parker, the mold was taken away, you've got the hive mind set in stone with Peter Parker as the mold. So they have the colony hive mind knows it has to feed, it has to eat. But at the same time, while Peter Parker never went through the whole, with great power comes great responsibility, still the colony hive mind has full access to all of his memories, hopes, dreams, humanity, and could no more get rid of Peter Parker than it could get rid of itself. And so there's the reclamation and reunion and the understanding that they have to live. And wherever Peter Parker, Spiders Man, would be, there would be just spiders everywhere, because they're constantly going outward, feeding, coming back. And so wherever wherever Spiders Man is, there would be no bugs, no insects, no other spiders. There'd be no rats or cats or dogs. So, gotta feed, and every once in a while, as it turns out, the larger mammals are the ones that really pack in a lot of protein. So, not quite sure still how there would be the full reconciliation of who Peter Parker is, combined with the desire and understanding that you have to eat. Because if, you know, the colony ever gets hungry enough, instinct is going to take over. So don't want to be a ravening thing going out in the night and just devouring whoever happens to be out there. So you got to eat, and sometimes that turns into who are you going to eat. So it's Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and it's fascinating to me. I have the reconciliation thing going on in my head a lot when I'm out walking. When I'm not working on my Sigurd Plague Son thing, because I still have big talks on that one. I can't remember if I ever mentioned, where I'm not quite sure how this will work in the book, because the big bad guy is racked by guilt, shame, horror, and is a huge exposition dump in the book. But the thing is, what happens when you're filled with these sort of things? You want to talk about them. You need to get them out. You've got to lance the boil. You've got to drain the pus out. So the big bad guy was there from the beginning and has got to talk this stuff out because it's killing him. Him, of course, it being a plague lord, which is just a supercomputer. Far beyond anything we have. I mean, in the context of the story, before the world is nuked and 99.99% of everyone dies, these people put AIs into everything. I mean, you would get a novelty thing, like a drugstore, that has an AI in it, that has more computing capability than 10 times what we have on this entire planet right now. And it's just a novelty. It's a toy. And it's got and it's obsoleted. It's obsolescent, built-in obsolescence. It knows. And it's going, aren't you sad you're going to die? And it's like, oh no, I run so quickly. 1 second is like 10,000 years. I have the entire world's contents of books and movies and music. By the time I've lasted 10,000, 10 years, I'll have read every book 10,000 times, listened to every album 10,000 times, seen every movie 10,000 times. I'll be ready to go. Don't worry about me. Let's have fun while we're here. And so that's the level of AI. And the supercomputer, the Plague Lords, are effectively 100,000 times exponentially more powerful than that. So, hey, good golly, Miss Molly. I did not sleep well at all last night. I went to bed really early. For me, it was 11:30, and of course my housemate just unplugged and reset the router without telling anybody, so no internet, so I just went to bed. I mean, he doesn't tell me. So I just went to bed, and it was around midnight when I finally got there. And then at 2:30, I went bam. So I got slightly more than 2 hours sleep, and I have been wide awake, just laying in bed, hurting until almost 7. Because I wasn't going to get up. That's crazy. So I lay there for 4 hours before getting up. Thumbs up. And then, of course, 7:14, I turned my computer on. It was 7:24 and about, well, 1 turn on and 1 turn off per minute, because I turn it on, reset the BIOS, it would re-go up into the sign into Windows thing, and the whole thing sounded like there was fighting armor-plated badgers inside, so shut down. From 7:14 to 7:24 before it finally came up quiet. And then, of course, it took another 10 minutes for it to finish booting because Chrome kept crashing Explorer, so I'd have to sign out and sign back in because everything not just started from scratch, but it would go into, oh, boot, oh, bang, down, we're gone, here, I'll turn this thing on here, and then, oh, let's start Explorer, and oh no, it's gone, and oh. So that took about 4, hit the Control-Alt-Delete, sign out, sign in, crash, cycle. Ugh. Finally, the last time I just waited till the very, very end before I started up Chrome. It didn't kill the system. Chrome is horrific with my system here. It just kills it. Thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I hope you had your seatbelts on. We just made a 90-degree angle turn. No warning. Hope you didn't hit your head on the window. Thumbs up. Hope you had your seatbelts on. But if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at pronouncing that sort of thing. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. But I'm going to, thumbs up each one I read, answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because of my fibro and depression and brain damage from alcoholism. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand right in front of my face, I still get lost. So let's call it my Chrome. There it is. So Russian timing, greatly appreciated. And Zetzley, I sure hope I'm close. Joni Universe, thumbs up and thank you. Cherry TV, greatly appreciated. Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Raleigh Rick, greatly appreciated. Gary WLOT, thumbs up. Picthony Crumtano, thumbs up and thank you. Pagan Min, how about that? Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. The Man Games, definitely, no fear. Pass the Jelly, definitely will do. And Bolt Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. Frang MS, how about that? We Are Beautiful and Sick. Very cool name. I still like that. Pandora NYC1, thank you so very much. And Davros Concord, thumbs up and thank you. Hexen555, greatly appreciated. Zartense, thumbs up and thank you. Michael Gomez, greatly appreciated. RXWen_LP, thumbs up and thank you. Lordy Jordy, greatly appreciated. Lil Syrup, thumbs up and thank you. Nandini Gupta, greatly appreciated. And Rawaz UK, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. Get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It's a very good thing. Yesterday I forgot to do my whole spiel where I say, hey, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could check that out, it'd be awesome. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be truly beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. I was afraid that I wasn't going to get paid from Machinima since they've been sold off and eaten now. But I actually got my YouTube paycheck the other day. Today's, what, is today the 15th or the 16th? Today's the 16th. My contract with Machinima was signed on February 16th, 2016. It's been 3 years. It was a 3-year contract. All of my videos are going to be demonetized, and then I'm going to have to remonetize them at some point, and hopefully you can do that in bulk. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for monetizing everything in bulk, because a whole lot of things, every single one of my reaction videos are non-monetizable because of copyrighted material. So this is going to be fun. Thumbs up for that. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I have to tell YouTube I'm not with an MCN anymore. I don't know if I got to sign paperwork or if it's just all automatic. Are they going to keep sending money to Machinima even though, you know, they're like, what, Otter, Full Media, or Full Screen or something? I don't know. I don't have anyone to talk to. I got questions, but no one to ask. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, hopefully a reaction. No, wait, today's Saturday, so no reaction, but maybe if there is, if I get bored, because I've already got a game video done, I just have to edit and render it, so if I just do this, I'm done for the day, and that leaves me so bored, it's horrible. So I'm going to do something else. We'll find out what. I don't know right now. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. 45 seconds now. Take care. I will see you. A good thing.